This way.
Hello, welcome back to part 9 of our incredible Canadian adventure. Today is a travel day. We go first by train to the bus station, then by bus to the ferry port, and then ferry across to Vancouver Island and the capital of British Columbia, Victoria, B.C. We started off really well by catching the wrong train in the wrong direction.
Right, so cross over here.
But after a swift platform change and a quick about turn, we were once again on our way in the right direction.
Oh my god! I can't see that on camera, but it's weird.
That was like being in Willy Wonka when they're on the boat and everything is on the side.
Oh look, it's Burrard Street.
Oh.
Quite a grand building, isn't it?
Really cool building.
Something about the pattern on these seats and the old tube TVs took me right back to being on school trips. Although with my corduroy trousers and mini disc player, I was never cool enough to be at the back of the bus.
Very ready. You're looking very cozy. The bus finally dropped us right in the middle of Victoria Harbour, and we still had a few hours to kill before checking into our hotel. So we had a little wander round and were already absolutely loving Victoria. This is one of the oldest cities in British Columbia, and walking around you could really sense the history of the place. You could tell a lot of it was built by British Victorians, which is maybe one of the reasons why we felt so at home there. But then there was also the Native American artwork on all of the lovely boats, the nature around you and the totem poles, and you could really sense the Canadian history of the place as well. After all of this deep and historical thought, we couldn't resist going into the touristy tat shops and getting into a slight competition of finding the best, worst tat.
Bear in the bag.
Just a
Little bear. In the bag. Little bear.
There's also a wolf or an eagle. Interesting tat number 2. What about this bear hourglass? The library kit.
That's a library kit.
Have you never seen those in every Waterstones?
No. Oh, okay.
You got to do better.
Bottle scrubbies. Cleaning out your bottle.
Okay.
Keyring back scratcher.
A mini keyring back scratcher. So far, bear in the bag is winning.
There's going to be so much footage of you taking a picture of your food. And you'll have so many pictures of me taking footage of you taking pictures of your food. Look at them curds.
Some good looking curds.
Look how well they're laid out. I've been poutined out.
Do you think it would happen?
They're poutined me out to pasture.
That'd be terrible.
Just poutine on airs and graces right now.
Time to check in, and for the next 2 nights, Dolce and I will be staying in Abigail's, a beautiful Victorian-styled guest house just a few blocks down from the main harbour.
Thank you very much. This is delightful.
Got a whale. Here we are. Abigail's coach house. Oh my god. Have you seen behind the door?
No. Oh, robes. Oh, they're nice robes.
There's a big TV. I can't get over there's gentle piano music playing.
We do have a bath.
The bath has jets. Look at this bathroom.
Bath salts.
Bath salts.
Yeah.
Huge sink. Look at this little, bedroom bar. Just do up the frilliest curtains I've ever seen.
This is where I sit and weep. My tissues.
Sit and weep. That's your weeping chair.
My weeping chair. Alright, write in my diary and grab a tissue and...
Look, we've got a little lounge area. And what's this? Little tea cakes.
Tea cakes.
Welcome to Abigail's Hotel. We hope that you will enjoy your stay here with us. Sincerely, Alison and the team at Abigail's.
Beforehand, regarding the Proud Boys planning for January.
Can't stay in a room like this without a bit of Downton Abbey. There are towels everywhere. Look, towels on this rack, towels under there, towels on there, towels up here, towels on the toilet, everywhere towels.
Here.
I feel like this is my level of...
Your level of presentation?
Yeah.
What? Chuck it all in the bowl?
Yeah.
So today is Friday, October 14th, highs of 21, lows of 11, sunshine. That's cool. For some reason sausage is an appropriate side for strawberries and maple syrup and pancakes. This is my third lot of pancakes this holiday. There's so much stuff on this table. They just keep bringing more stuff. Our only scheduled appointment today was our whale watching experience later this afternoon, and so we had a few hours to kill. But Victoria is the perfect place to have a gentle perambulate around town, taking in the cool shops, the great coffee places, the beautiful buildings, and so that's exactly what we did. We also grabbed quite a disappointing lunch from Starbucks before heading over to Fisherman's Wharf on the other side of the harbour, where we instantly regretted having already eaten because this place was incredible. It was so bright, so colourful, there were floating houses, there were floating shops, restaurants and bars, there was food from all around the world, so we instantly had deep food regrets. But there was no time to think about that because we had to head over to Eagle Wing Tours to meet Derek, our tour guide, for our whale watching experience.
I'll try it again now that you've been warned. How's everybody doing?
Great.
There we go, that's good. My name's Derek. I'm going to be one of your deck crew naturalists down on the boat today. You're going to meet the captain and the rest of the crew when we get down there. Welcome to Eagle Wing Tours. I love to start all my tours by telling everybody how privileged I feel to be able to work in this area of the world. When we get out on the water, you're just going to see beauty after beauty after beauty after beauty, and hopefully you'll see some whales too. It's just an amazing place up here. We are departing from the unceded territory of the Algonquin-speaking First Nations people, and I'm extra proud to be able to show you the territories around there because of their heritage. Up to 4 different types of pinnipeds. That's the fancy name for seals and sea lions. We've got 2 types of orcas, 3 types of baleen whales, and even 2 types of orca that might be in the area. So we're going to get out and see what we can find for you. Does that sound like a good idea? Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Well, how's everyone doing? Good. Wow, so much energy over here. That's great. So welcome to your vessel. Welcome to Eagle Wing Tours. Welcome to Forever Wild. And then for your deckhand and naturalists as well, you have Amber, and my name is Sierra. So lots of crew on board to share our knowledge, and we love to get to know you all. You can follow the railing up towards the front, either side. That's typically what we like to call the adventure zone. So if you're into the wind in your face, maybe a bit of ocean spray, great spot to be. If you're a little bit more prone to seasickness, back of the boat is going to be your best friend.
Derek and his team of naturalists on the boat were really informative, super knowledgeable, and were obviously very passionate about what they did. They'd heard there were some sightings of some orcas down the coast from us, and so we sped off in that direction, and it wasn't long before we started seeing our first signs of killer whales in the wild.
I can see all the birds around they're apparently feeding on the key lion.
Killer whale.
Oh my god, I see it! I have no idea if I can see this through. Oh, there it is! Way! Oh my god, this is... I did not want to get this close at all.
Really quickly close to us, we can't drive away right now. And if you really want to feel excited, when I was out in between trips, they probably keep
Oh!
Orca live in a matrilineal society. So you don't travel with a boyfriend or girlfriend, you travel with your mom. Transients can't talk all the time because their food can hear them. So they have a very limited call pattern. Whereas a fish eater can talk all the time. It's more elaborate.
I could have stayed there for hours watching them, but we had to leave, and the latest information said that there was a group of humpback whales further along the coast, and so off we sped to try and spot some humpbacks.
Oh, there's another one over there. Oh my god. Go on, show us your tail. There you go. Oh, look at that tail. Oh my god, that was amazing. That's another cheeky tail. Hey. Oh wow.
That bellow's out kind of like
What else over here in the sunshine?
As you can see, they're terrified by the boats, right? We really should do something about boats not understanding. I'm actually going to tell you what the law states. It is not a proximity rule. It's an approach rule. We cannot drive up this close to a whale, but if he comes up within 100 meters, we're supposed to sit and let him move around. And as you can see, do they look like they care?
The humpbacks were so close to us that we actually weren't allowed to start up the boat again until they eventually got bored of us and swam away. So they turned the boat around and headed back towards the harbour, but we weren't done yet. Apparently we were on our way to a small lighthouse island that was constantly covered in many different types of seal and sea lions.
But let's talk about what we got ahead of us here. We have got 3 different types of pinnipeds all on the rock to the left here. On the very left edge, I see Pacific harbor seals, that little gray guy flopping on the edge there. He's the only guy that lives here year round. He's the favorite food of those orca we saw. At about 185 pounds, the orca call those little guys rock sausages. The sea lions here, this is this year's patch. And look how curious they are. Look at these guys.
Oh my god.
These are all younger ones, 300 or 400 pounds. If you dropped in here to go scuba diving right now, they would go on. Imagine I put you in a swimming pool, an empty swimming pool with 20 St. Bernard pups. See what they're like.
Oh, hello.
Oh look, the water taxi's here to pick everyone up. Well.
We went into that. Do you think we can see well?
Yeah, well maybe. Well, they say they've got guaranteed sightings.
We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I will not give you up this time. So darling, just hold my hand, be my girl, and I'll be your man.
Thank you. Next song is an original. It's called UK.
better be the best fish and chips. Most of Victoria can't be wrong. 3 hours later. There we go. The results of all our labours. I don't know how long that queue was in the end, but...
I think it was about an hour.
Can see the local. Our first meal in Victoria. Now our last meal in Victoria. Farewell, Victoria. I do surely think that'd be our bus. Time to say farewell.
But I wanna.
But, well, we did indeed fare. And what an incredible time in Victoria, BC. That was somehow both really exciting and really relaxing. And now it was time to head back on the bus, back on the ferry, and back on the train, back to Vancouver, where we'd be spending the next few days and the final leg of our honeymoon adventure on the very different North Shore of Vancouver. I hope you'll join us there. See you then!